Yo, I can see you.
Oh, how's it going, buddy? Can you hear me?
Yes. Turn my volume up. Can you see me at all? Hmm. Okay. Trying to get this figured out. A bit more difficult than I expected. Can you hear me? I'm getting some sound there, whatever you just did. Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Howdy, howdy. How's it going?
Good. Where's the party? I thought more people were.
We got a couple. I'm still trying to figure this out.
What, the Zoom or?
Yeah, the Zoom. I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't switch to the different person talking. So it's like, so each person gets a square or whatever is what I'm looking for.
I think that shouldn't that just be the default? Let me see if I can connect this to my.
Test.
Show self view. No. Stop incoming video. No, that's not it. Show my connection time. That's not it. James, do you have any audio yet? And it's really going to irritate me if it keeps flipping back and forth the end. whiteboard. Check. Meeting settings.
I'm gonna try to log in on my computer and look at the setting. I use Zoom all the time, so I'm halfway decent with it. Let me see if I could
Yeah.
check from the settings from my computer. It's easier than the phone. I'll be right back.
Yep. James, can you hear anything? Oh. How does this work? Jason, I flipped it. If you can hear me, I like swiped it to the side. Now it's showing me boxes. Yes, but online it's still. Oh, well, there it is. Bam.
Yeah, I think it should just default if there's more people.
I got it.
Yeah, there we go.
It does. If you swipe right or whatever, you just swipe the page,
Mhm.
it will put it to boxes. And then if you pull it back to center, let's see if it switches back. There's a pretty big lag as far as YouTube goes.
Oh, I see. Because you're streaming it.
Yeah. James says he can't get his audio correct.
Is he still,
James,
did he
if
leave?
you can hear us, just try using it through your phone or something.
He could call into the meeting or the Zoom and use his phone for and.
Yep. Okay. So all I got to do is when there's multiple people, all we have to do is swipe right. Man, I had it there for a minute.
Is Kevin coming? I thought he said he was going to be on. Or
Who's that?
Alco?
I think he was going to try. Yeah.
I think I finally figured it out. I can at least hear you all. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
There
we
you
can.
go.
There we go. There's something in the setting with the headset. It was all messed up.
I need to get a better camera, a better webcam, because this thing, it doesn't let me do any of this fancy stuff. It only gives you like a little circle that you can stick your face in like this, and then it doesn't work very good. So I need to upgrade that camera.
Just give them Logitech. I think they're not that expensive.
I think this is a Unzano.
Take it down.
That is. This looks pretty good. I'll take it.
I'm trying to get my lighting right. It's like
Need one in front of
annoying.
you.
So your event's
Yeah.
coming up, what, February 4th, right? Let's
Whose event? No, that's not my event. That is, I'm just reffing for that.
oh, you're just repping for that?
Yeah, that's Marshall Thompson's.
Oh, okay.
Marshall is the sponsor of this Zoom meeting. Right there, Marshall Thompson Trucking. He is the sponsor of this Zoom meeting.
I need to talk to him. I need sponsored. This arm wrestling ain't cheap.
No, it is definitely not cheap for sure.
It's an expensive hobby.
It's definitely for sure.
Now, I've never met you before, Mr. Jason, but you're the top of the 242s, right?
I guess that's the rumor.
That's what they
I
say.
heard other stuff. Hang on.
But there's a lot of real strong guys. I'm not like I don't know if I've ever like, I'm like a committed 242 guy. It's weird that with these rankings and stuff, I've probably done maybe 20 tournaments or so. Maybe I've pulled 242 in like 3 of them, but they've been the most recent 3. So I guess that's how they go about it.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, as they were forming the rankings committees and all that stuff, I pulled in Michigan State. I think it was in 2021 when they kind of first started it. And Michigan State was a big tournament that we pulled in. And it was like maybe a month or so out, and I was probably sitting around 223 or something, 227. It just depends, your fluctuates, and I decided I wasn't going to cut weight. I was going to be lazy and just eat.
Sometimes it's stronger whenever that goes on.
Right. You can.
I was definitely stronger whenever I was heavier, but not necessarily was I performing better in tournaments.
Yeah, it's situational. Like I wrestled growing up, and it was always. Now, the most common thing was cutting to your lowest weight, and I don't think for arm wrestling, it's not easy when the older you get, it's harder, and it's not always it's a strength sport as opposed to Olympic style or high school style wrestling.
I'm debating on if I should just post this link on that post, but it was a public post. I don't know if we get some random strangers clicking on it.
They could log in.
Yeah, because it's a public meeting.
You could set the privacy settings, I think, on somewhere in your meeting information.
Let me do that. I know what I'll do is I will change the privacy of that post to friends only, and then I'll just post it in the comments.
We don't want to spice it up with some weirdos.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
It always gets interesting.
All right, let's see if this kicks me off or not. Everybody still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sweet. I gotta switch my thing real quick. Oh wait, this is gonna get tough.
think you're frozen. Is he froze?
I am on Facebook doing that right now. Can
Okay.
you guys still hear me?
Yeah, his audio is
Yeah.
still live, but his camera's froze.
Yeah. As soon as you blank out of it or just do something else, it just freezes you. There we go. Okay, so I just posted the link on the post and then just changed the post to friends friends on the privacy there.
Okay.
Let me try to send this. Juan was trying to join. Coop, go upstairs now. Go.
I got some good lighting now. I'm on the arm wrestling table.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Juan had a nice little event up there in Bowling Green.
Yes, that was a great time. I definitely wanted to talk about that. Somebody's coming. Juan's coming. There he is.
What's up, dude?
What up, bro?
Going on?
Oh, it's going on all right.
I was just watching the Craig Sobier and Marshall podcast.
Oh, nice.
Anybody watch that?
I didn't even
No.
know it was happening.
Well, I'm trying to look for it because I heard there were shots fired, so I'm looking for it now. Because I must have missed it. Imagine that. So,
Somebody was talking shit or what?
well, something about elite pullers going to tournaments. So I'm trying to look for it right now. I want to hear it. I want to see it because I must have missed it.
Okay. There's some people that don't like that or like think that that's not.
Man, I've heard the bet, wow.
It's mixed reviews throughout the community. I personally like it. I think the tougher the competition, the better.
Yeah.
Like if you ain't in it to pull the best, then why show up?
Right.
Yeah. Hey man, it's just.
It would be nice though, like if those like elite level people let you get a little work in, maybe. That'd be decent of them. I don't know if you need flash pens when you're light years away.
Oh, that's what practice is for, I think. If you're in the tournament, it's pro.
It's go time.
Yeah.
It's on, baby.
The goal of a tournament is to get through it without getting as much damage as possible, and that goes for everybody. That just doesn't go for the.
Not necessarily at that level. I mean.
Well, there's a world elite versus.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're a world ranked person and you're at a very, very small local event, then I just see there's different ways that different pullers approach it. Like I've seen Pablo do it at big events. He'll let people hit and then he just catches them, pins them. Devin turn people in, let them do some work, pins them. But the thing is, if you're not close, you're not close.
That was insane. Jason, didn't Pablo take home 6 gorillas last year?
Dude's ridiculous.
Thanks. Was that 2022 or 2021?
Yeah, I think it was 22.
Yeah, I think he got 4 in 21.
That's right.
Maybe. Yeah. So did he win supers? He went. Wait. No. He probably got 4 both years, I think. And then
that's
two.
That's a lot of gorillas.
Yeah.
But after filling Michael Monster Todd's press and seeing that Pablo caught that's actually pretty impressive that he has that kind of bicep strength.
On the left.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Pablo's no joke, man. He's a monster. I had to face him. I think I had like maybe 3 or 4 matches with him in 2021. It was ridiculous.
We got
He's
Jack
strong.
joining us, I do believe. I think Jack Jacobson's trying to join now. Looks like.
Oh, before you jumped on one, I was just saying your event was so nice. I had a great time, man.
I appreciate it, man. I was happy to have you and everybody show up, man. That was special to me.
Yeah, singing happy birthday was my favorite. That was a real good time.
Hey,
Oh,
who started
man.
Happy Birthday? Who started
Oh.
Happy Birthday? I was like, come on, let's do it.
No,
I gotta do that at church.
Well,
all the
once
time.
I can't
somebody
believe you
started
guys
it, you
did that.
can't leave the homies hanging like that.
No.
The one man out there in the bar singing happy birthday by himself.
Oh man.
I started it and then I was just like, all right, my voice was hurting so bad that I just stopped singing. Sorry, Juan.
How's Dom doing?
I haven't heard anything besides his father keeps in touch with my partner Brian Vollmer, and he told us that it's a spiral break above the elbow in the bicep area, and he should be good. He should be okay.
Good to hear.
So-
Good to hear.
Yeah, we're all glad to hear that, man.
Was
Good
at
to hear
the
he's gonna be
event
all right.
somebody had an injury?
Actually, post event.
Yeah, it was Tim Lewis and Dominic. They went at it again, and Tim said that that they weren't going hard, and then all of a sudden, I mean, I was passing out awards, and I heard a pop, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
In the after pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
That kid's relatively, I mean, it's like his second year, right?
I'm not sure how long he's been doing it. I know his father's been doing it a while. So Jeremy's been around. Jeremy's done WAL, and he's done several
Okay.
events. He's known, actually. So
Yeah, I know that, but the kid is just like a couple years in. I think somebody said that when I was there. It might not be. I don't know.
yeah,
But-
yep.
Hey, I mean, it can happen to any of us, really. I mean,
Mhm.
Unfortunately,
You-
yeah.
you make that
Yeah, you see,
one weird decision and then bam, you know.
I've seen a few. I've been in the sport for about 5 years, and I've seen a few like people who have like 4 more years in. Maybe like 1 or 2. I was thinking 3.
So tell us about how you
But-
these matchups. Like, tell us a little bit about
Because you're most likely to break it in your first year pulling, right?
matchups. I mean,
I think 3 years is like the loose, like kind of rule of thumb.
Juan, we
You can
only
make it
got
past 3 years.
we got 1 year left.
What's that?
We got 1 year left, and then we're safe.
Yeah,
I got 2 more years then. I better be gentle
that
with
third
myself.
365. Yeah, I guess it could happen to anybody, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Well, I don't think I've ever seen it on like somebody who has like 15 plus years. But I guess I've heard of a couple. But yeah, you're right. It could happen to anybody. But that's a bummer. Hopefully, it heals up good.
I'd tell them to put in extra bolts.
Like I'm gonna need you to shorten up that tendon a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want this
James,
I don't want this to open up no more.
how long have you been?
Tell me what this is. You guys see that?
First time I pulled was last year at the
You guys
Moose.
see that? Bruises.
Is that bruise?
I got bruises right here.
Yeah. It's character building right there.
I don't know. I'm assuming that was from Tom taking my arm down. He was just.
But yeah, I've been pulling for right at a year. December was my 1 year mark.
You
And then
said the
this-
moose. Was that was that your first practice? Is that
that was my first competition.
which one was the moose?
That's Todd Allen Jackson's event. It was down there in December.
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
See that, guys?
What's that?
That's their podcast.
Cool.
I know that this guy's coming, and I'm just looking forward.
But
Yeah,
I don't,
Craig seems like an interesting dude, man. I'd like to meet him. He seems really cool.
yeah.
He has a lot of motivational stuff.
Sometimes you have these guys that are
Does he?
Who are you guys talking about? Craig?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Craig Solbier. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Craig Silvier.
that's not a legit.
He's from down there in Florida, right?
Who do you guys got in that match? Who do you got, Juan? Who do you think?
Who
So if me,
I think Brandon's gonna take it.
I really feel like this is not
Think so? Yeah,
I
he's,
think-
he's been.
I think
He's
it's
tough to
gonna
beat,
be
top 10.
I think it's gonna be Brandon.
And I mean,
Out of all these matches, I'm gonna tell you my winners. The Dave Shea and Roger match is
Roger.
Dave is huge.
Dave
It's
is
huge.
huge.
But he's not going to get into the
Huge.
spot versus it's not happening. Not with the way that Canningham pulls.
Yeah, if Roger gets in that hook, that deep hook, and just stops him right there, oh man, it's gonna be tough, man.
I
That
just don't
one's gonna
So
be
you're taking Dave? If you think Dave, just tell us Dave, bro. We're not betting money.
You know what I mean? Like, but Dave does that really big posting like motion where
Right.
he opens up, and I think like if he tries that, he's gonna get turned in real quick. And
Yeah,
it's
that
gonna be
one's
frame on
tough,
frame.
man. I think Brandon's got Craig. I think DJ's gonna beat Fakakis, and that Darren Bills guy. That's gonna be a good match. That's gonna be interesting.
You think he's gonna win? You could just say it, bro. Unless you're betting money.
No, you
No,
know,
Hey,
what? I've
You ever
never.
pulled him before?
No, I've never felt his power. I've felt your power, J Rob, and I've never felt Darren's, but I felt like my arm was gonna break when we went into that hook. So I think it's gonna be a hell of a match, man. I'm excited to see that out of all those
Yeah.
matches. So
I want to see if it's gonna go inside or outside. I think we can both do both. So
I
maybe
think I think he's gonna go inside. I think he's gonna go inside with you, and you're gonna actually have fun with that. So if you go inside with him, I think it's yours for sure.
this version that
But I
We'll
see
see.
that that's where it's going for sure.
I feel like
But-
he wants to make this happen. I feel like he has a lot.
it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a fun day.
And how are you feeling up to that match right now? Like, how are you feeling? You feeling healthy, strong?
Even a win.
But yeah, I rested for a couple of days, so I'm feeling pretty strong right now.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like I said,
Yeah, I'm feeling solid, man. I've been doing some cardio.
he's been on the tear.
That always helps you keep that blood flowing.
Yeah.
And to be Craig,
I thought
Heal
about
those
that one
injuries
time.
up.
that's all.
Mhm.
James, you have to get that. You have to do the recovery work. Listen to us. Don't make the mistakes that we made.
I've probably been doing it wrong, and I've been really sore lately. But I've been doing like a lot of max up for 2-3 rep, but just trying to get real strong. Just
Everybody beat
doing
Yeah.
that, waiting
Blood
5 or
flow.
6 minutes, doing another set.
Are
The
you talking arm wrestling specific workouts and
Yes, sir.
at ease.
In the gym, I've
That's
been
good.
doing more staying around the 8-10 rep range. That's more my
Okay.
blood flow, get my full range of motion, but like especially like my arm wrestling movements, just getting them really big, like max effort, staying well connected, just really as high as weight as I can handle without losing form.
And your match is coming up against Andrew, right? Reese.
Andrew Reese, yeah.
Yeah.
28th. And I think it's
Of
Cincinnati.
this month?
This
February. Month? Okay. You got a little time. He's strong. He's real strong. I've pulled with him before. His left is pretty gnarly.
I've never pulled his left. I've never pulled him at all. I saw him up there on the rankings. I figured I'd give it a shot. What's the worst thing happens? I lose, right?
He's in the super heavy. Where does he sit and where do you sit?
I'm 10 and I think he's 6.
Okay. That's left, right? Left?
Yeah, I don't pull right. My right hand, I got an injury right here, and it just. Only time I pull rights at tournaments to donate to the people that put on the tournament. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have
Did
me
you
and have a
move up,
super
James?
match.
Did you move up since I printed these?
Probably. I just beat Pickering at Gus's in a super match.
I don't know. These might be old, but this one had you. This one had you at 13 and Travis at 10. This is old.
Yeah, they just updated it like in the first of the year.
Yeah, I gotta go.
We're still kind of moving around sport. Maybe they'll get a lot better.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna set these off to the side.
But hopefully I come in feeling really good. I think I'm gonna try to get up there to the arm benders tomorrow and practice with them a little bit.
Hey, James,
Yeah.
I'm curious. I don't mean to cut anybody off. I'm sorry. Was there a little commotion between you and Monster Michael Todd?
No, not really. A long time ago when I first started the sport, I was a little bit of a shit. And I might have pushed his buttons too hard. And I didn't know, apparently he remembers when you make comments about him. He was upset about it.
Gotcha.
He was like, do we have a problem? And I was like, I don't know, bro, do we? Like he's like, I got you blocked on Facebook. You said something. I was like, I don't know. I probably did. It wasn't anything personal, bro.
Yeah, because Rebecca said something on the post, and I'm like, man, I didn't see anything happen between you guys. Did you guys even pull?
We pulled left-handed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he smashed me left. He brought my hand down and up before I even knew what happened.
Jesus.
Well, that happened with most of everyone.
I did not, and that's what I was telling him on the sideline. I said, every time I've seen footage of you, you look incredibly slow. Like you look like a turtle out there pulling. I said, but seeing you in person, you were way fast.
Yeah, I heard that. They talked about that, and Rebecca made like a video of that. Of somebody saying that about him being slow.
Jack, hello.
Yeah, I mean, don't you feel like that? I mean, like,
Jack,
when have you ever seen him really hit?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen him like go full blast. Yeah, I mean, besides his matches in WAL.
And even then, a lot of times in WAL, he would hit more out to his Kingsman position. You know what I mean? Like, but he was going for presses. He was going for top rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, he was hitting different lanes and a lot faster than you would normally see him hit them.
Hey, I gotta having a message here. Hang on. I'll be right back. You guys just continue by yourselves.
But for his size, though, I was impressed about his speed.
He's definitely gotten a lot faster than he was, if you look back like 4 or 5 years when he was like pushing 300 pounds.
Looks healthier too.
Yeah, he looked even better than he did at
290
Wall. What was he at Wall, like 265
or whatever? Yeah.
He came up to Columbus maybe like 2 years ago or something like that. I don't remember exactly when it was, but he looked like shit then compared to how he looks now. Like he still looked like a beast, obviously, but very noticeable
he's just
difference
on
in like the
another-
past 2 years seeing him in person.
Got the athletic look. I got to pull him down in Amish country in Berlin. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it was
okay.
the same tour, maybe like a week beforehand or something like that.
It's very cool.
There's
What's up,
Kev.
dude?
Like to see is Raw being an
Yeah,
annual.
I'm glad I didn't have to pull MMT because,
Back the next year.
dude, I ain't even trying to catch that hit.
Soon it just turns into this kind of
Listen, I would have tried to hit into him, but he was way faster than me. So that worked out in my favor. Probably kept me from getting hurt.
Yeah, that's a good possibility there.
Getting people from a greater distance.
Good
Hey,
possibility.
Kevin, your match was fire, by the way. You and Jay were electric. Both
Dude,
hands. I was
that
surprised
match
by
was
his left, to be
milking.
honest.
What a great way to start off each year, man.
Yeah, I haven't pulled him lefty in a while. I was pretty impressed as well.
A lot of times February is kind of
It's a good match. It was a good match. It was a great match.
Oh, I think it was by far the super match of the day.
Yeah. I know the score was 3-0, but it felt like it was closer. You know what I mean? It just felt every match was a burner, and
the short days.
Now,
You know, you
let
just-
me ask the question, Kevin.
Yeah.
Be honest. Was at any point in those matches where you were comfortable
Get a little
and
heavier and,
you felt in control and then you just waited?
Yeah, you put on that winter weight.
So I felt in control
I do
pretty
think-
much after I stopped every match,
I see your
but his tactics were just good enough that when I tried to pin him, he would move in a certain direction to where he was hard to pin, but I never felt like I was in danger
hats
of
off.
losing the match or anything.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm not gonna take anything from that because it's basically
Well, that's a good way of explaining it for sure.
you might
Yeah,
get
because if you rewatch the match, like you can see
I
at
know-
some points I'll go to move in a certain position and just like he'll make a quick readjustment to where I can't get into the position that I want to be in.
I'm just even thinking about it and talking about it. It's
I was
something that-
surprised at his ability to keep his hands straight with you for as long as he did.
I'm just-
Right. Yeah, I was.
How did the riser feel?
I have to be able to
You know
be-
how we talked about that.
Yep. Yeah, I thought his hand was definitely the strong point coming into the match,
You know, helping.
but I
respond.
thought I was going to be able to match him, which I was able to. But
An opportunity to.
I think he just gassed out before I did.
Hats off to you guys, man. I really appreciate that.
I want to say it was that match that ruined that strap for the rest of the day. Let's just say that. I could not tighten that strap for nothing. It had so much sweat and chalk in that thing. Oh my goodness.
They have to be twice as good as the other.
What's the deal with that?
Guy, Andy
Maybe-
Dave.
It's like you got to have 5 different straps for a tournament or something.
Yeah, probably.
You know, that's what arm
We
I would
went
like
with
to
just 2 straps the entire time.
opportunity.
I would like to see him in the supers at least get those wider
Really,
straps. I like him personally.
It's an amazing sport.
Well, I would think that you would have to have the same straps for everyone, but that would just be my guess.
Who handles that the best can also be a contributing factor.
Hey, Juan, can you turn that down?
Oops, my bad.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, I'm getting some feedback on this official business Zoom call. Can you guys please mute your?
You be professional around here. Goodness.
Ah.
Mute your TVs, please.
Amateur hour.
Well, I couldn't get on the Zoom earlier, and so I jumped on Craig Solbier's podcast, and I guess I missed a whole hour of it. Apparently. So, and then Billy messaged me with the podcast, and here I am.
Kev,
Let's
when's your
get it.
next match? You got a next match lined up?
No, I got the Arnold coming up in March, but super
Oh,
match.
yeah, that's right.
I think sometime in June will be Otha, And then July, I think I have Jake Houston in St. Louis.
Oh, okay. I
So
remember Jake. We met him at the Zombie Fest.
yeah, he
I
was at
think,
Michigan
right? Is that,
State last year too, I think.
okay.
I
He's a
guess he's
54,
pretty
right? Yeah.
He had kidney issues where he needed his kidneys replaced.
Holy moly.
And I
Wow.
guess he's just now starting to come back from that. So
Mhm.
hopefully he's
Yeah, I
healthy,
seen-
strong, and good to go.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen that post. His post, and he's got a family and all that stuff. I was hoping he was gonna be all right. He was a cool
Yeah,
dude back.
I think we're actually going to meet at like 165 or 160. That way he's not having to cut weight and put the strain on his kidneys and stuff. But he said he's going to cut weight. He's going to make 54 for WAF Nationals this year and one other tournament. So as long as he can make 154, I mean, I'm fine with taking the match at 160 or 165.
Right, just eat an extra cheeseburger.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, so I don't know if everybody knows or not, but I had the privilege of being invited to referee with Leonard Harkless at Arnold's this year.
Oh, wow. You're
Yeah.
going to do it?
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yep, Leonard got a hold of me, I think it was Wednesday, I do believe Wednesday evening. And he asked if I could fill in because one of his refs, something about a plane ticket. I think it went astronomically more expensive than what it was supposed to be, so they couldn't make the trip. And he asked me to fill in, so there you go.
That'll be a big
What-
stage to get up there.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I'm
What date-
looking forward to the experience and the learning.
Absolutely.
What
Yeah.
date's the Arnold?
The arm wrestling competition, the prelim stuff is on the 3rd. The finals are on March 4th. I think they
Yep.
finish up around like somewhere between 11 and noon. And I was going to bring this up too. Someone mentioned Zombie Fest a minute ago. I was going to organize basically a similar thing for this year on the 4th, that night after the finals are done and everything.
Mhm.
I was going to make the event here and just start pushing out to as many people as possible and then get the venue nailed down later. We could do it at Brothers Bar, which is like the same place that it was hosted by Devin when he did Zombie Fest. Yeah, I was going to get rolling on trying to get that organized and just inviting everyone under the sun, see how many bodies we can get to show up.
I was told that Brothers is off limits now. Someone broke their arm when that event happened.
Yeah, Todd had a new guy.
Yeah, I was right there, man. The guy
Yeah.
was.
Forgot about that.
I was talking to him for this is how it happened. I was talking to him for about 5 minutes before he went up there. He was an ex-power lifter, a bench, probably like 700 type of. He was a big dude. He's like, "What's that like to pool with like Devin or Todd or whatever?" I was like, "Oh, they're cool, man. You can just go up there. They'll be nice and easy." And he just grabbed and Hutchins just had it here in the center, and the guy just went to the side.
Oh wow.
And it was weird. It was just snap.
He broke
I
his
think
own
he had-
arm. Then.
Well, every time
Yeah.
you break your arm, it's you doing it yourself.
which was, I think he was just too strong for what that motion, for what he was doing in that motion. There was another, with the day before, remember this, Kev, whenever he was pulling with, or was it like a couple hours before? He was pulling with Devin,
Right.
same dude. And then he asked him, did he sign the waiver when he felt the dude's power? He's like, did you sign the waiver? It was like a brief thing. And then,
He
then
felt-
like an hour. Yeah, he felt it. He probably felt something, after you feel so many, you're like, wow, this dude's too strong for what you got going on, dude. You got to just,
Wow.
if they're, they're super strong like that, and you get a guy that shows up at your club, just have him top roll for a little bit. And, you know, it's a lot of power for your humorous to handle. You know, when you get up to like 500-pound, 600-pound benches,
Yeah.
a lot of side pressure.
Ever since I started arm wrestling, I found that bench pressing is less and less attractive. So it's probably my
Yeah.
least favorite exercise to do anymore.
I actually benched today for the first time in like probably a year.
Nice.
Hey,
What'd you do?
Your body weight, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I ended up doing, I think 245 for 2 or 3 reps.
Holy crap.
That's good.
Damn.
That's way more than I can.
I ain't gonna tell you what I benched then.
I feel like my shoulders are gonna break after 225. I mean,
Yeah, that's why I hate doing bench press anyway. Every time I feel like I like tweak my shoulder or something is just not
Yep.
right. So
yep.
Mhm. I benched last week, and I could still get 315 for like 5 or 6. So that's
Damn.
all right.
Beast. Dang, son.
I don't do it that often. I was thinking I was going to get 1 or 2, but I don't know. If you keep arm wrestling, you just stay strong for some reason.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing I could probably do 225 for a few. That's probably about it. It's been a while myself also.
I mean, I don't even think most average people or normal people can even do 225 for any. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that one for sure. Okay. So
Have you adding some weight training back into the plan, or what are you doing?
yeah,
It was just
hook finisher. That's the only thing I'm using.
that's the only thing. You're not. It was just a one. You just bench, just messing around.
Yeah, I was at rock climbing today, and we were just messing around upstairs in the gym. Decided to do some.
Oh,
bench.
okay. Like, how much do you bench, bro? Like one of those.
Yeah, it was a bunch of
Yeah.
young.
Gotta show them up.
Exactly. Make them good.
any of you guys gonna make the trip down to Pittsburgh tomorrow?
I almost I want to go. There's some stuff that I need to look into, but I don't think I can make it tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna go.
No.
They're just super matches, right? Who's all pulling? I don't remember.
Yeah, we got 3 East Ohio guys. Scott Agulia is facing Joe Teat.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
And he didn't even have any time to recover.
Who?
Joe Teat. He just pulled Rich, didn't he?
Well, he's gonna pull the other arm.
Oh, it's a left-hand match then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott's right is injured. He's not gonna pull right hand.
You know, that's crazy because Teat's coming off a left hand injury or a left arm injury. So I mean, I didn't know he was healed up. I didn't even know this match was happening. That's kind of wild, man.
Yeah, it's been scheduled for like I want to say a month and a half now, maybe a month and a half now.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that happened, John Isola got a hold of me, and I gave him Otha's name for the 176. And
Who's
Otha,
also pulling?
he has a match with
Oh, the
Miss Glenn.
Amos.
Okay.
Yeah,
How much is he weighing now? He's got.
I would assume right around 170 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Reason I thought Amos used to pull in the 98s, but I can't remember for sure.
I don't know.
Because his arms are
Amos Glenn is
freaking.
that light?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled it BAL too, and I specifically was standing there whenever he got on the scale with boots, a t-shirt, and pants on. He weighed 167 pounds.
Oh wow.
Why did he pull John Azala?
I don't know. That's just the
He-
match that they got. I don't know.
John weighs 240. He's 242s.
Yeah,
What the hell?
I don't know where that match come from, but
What the-
it happened. I don't know.
I mean, I guess you could pull whoever you want, and
That was just a match. It wasn't like
Yeah.
a rank, for any of the stuff. It was just a match. Like a
Like,
pre-lit
just-
match.
Get up,
Yeah, Kev, you
get
were
up
there.
there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then Logan Cooper's another East Ohio guy. He's going up against Mr. Greg Arnold. I'm looking forward to that match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a real fun one. Then
I
you
have
got
to favor Greg on that one.
Greg is very. He's exciting to watch.
His
He's got
table
a good
IQ.
hit. Yeah, he's got a good hit,
Mhm.
and he's.
He knows what he's doing. He's
Yeah,
technically
that-
fast.
Yes.
He can pull inside and outside.
That's my thing is Logan really has one dimension at this point. It's my personal opinion. Nothing against him. And
Logan's
it-
definitely not one dimensional. He can do hook, he can do a top roll easily. Both of those on his left arm for sure.
You remember,
Uh,
Billy, was me and Logan, did we get to after pull at the last BAL?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
You didn't do much after pulling
No, I
You-
didn't.
to some woman.
Yeah, she was talking to me quite a bit.
Also, you wanted to get away from it.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad. You should have been like, "Hey, bro, hey, help me out."
right.
I'd have helped you out, bro. I didn't know. I thought you were engaged in conversation.
Nah, yeah, I wasn't gonna after pull much anyway.
Yeah. And then we got Joel Hudick and Cody Smith, right?
Gotta go
That's
with
right
Joel.
hand.
Who?
That's for
Cody Smith. Oh, Cody.
Is
Okay.
that one
Yeah.
left or right?
that's a right hand, I do believe, for the 198 belt, BAL belt.
Yeah, I would have to probably give that to Joel at this point. Has Cody been doing much arm wrestling stuff? Isn't he like fighting now? MMA or something?
I saw something like that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what all trainings he's done lately, but then again, I don't know what all kind of trainings Joel's been doing either. I don't know.
Hey, so that's a 198 match. I know Cody messaged me and said he was sitting at 220.
Holy moly.
This was like, listen, this was like a month. This was like, so whenever Blaze mentioned it, Cody got a hold of me and told me he was weighing at 220. Well, I talked to Hudick the next day and he told me, he was like, man, if he's not 198, he's not pulling him. But Cody said he feels good at 220.
I would say so. I mean, everybody'd feel good at 220 for a 198 match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no, for real, like
would
he
feel
looks
that.
strong. I mean, I no doubt in my mind, Cody's strong as hell. I favor Hudick on this one for sure. 100%.
Then you got the big match, Dustin Jelliff and Joey Melendez.
Oh yeah.
That's a
good match.
big match.
No, I've never seen the other guy pull, but I've watched Joey Melendez before.
Is that a left-handed?
That's a right,
It's
as
a
far
right.
as I'm aware. It's a right-handed match, as far as I'm aware. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that match. Is Joey's right and left? Is it like drastically different or something? Or
I thought Joey's left was much better, but I'm not sure.
yeah, I'm not sure either.
I thought they felt, and I practiced with him before, I think, up at Quinlan. And he's strong both sides. From what I remember, his hand, he's got a nice big hand.
Yeah,
For
Joey.
that, what is that, a 98? It's a 198 match.
I think it's a 220 match, but I'm not sure. I'm just reffing.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay. Yeah.
I think Joey
just-
beat
Just the
Joel
ref.
Hudick left-handed, didn't he?
What's that, Juan?
He said, "I'm just the ref."
Yeah, so that's what I try to tell everybody. Some people are messaging me about stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm just the ref, man.
Just the
I have no idea.
Joey should beat Joe left because Joey beat Cody Smith left and Cody destroyed Joe left.
Yeah, I think Joey and Joel pulled at the Onyx event last year, and I think Joey ended up winning.
Yeah, I mean,
Lefty?
I think left hand like Joey's way ahead of Joel.
Right.
Well, Joel makes no qualms about his left not being as good.
Yeah, I think he trains
Yeah.
as
Johnny Jarrett is in the chat. He said Joel wins easily against Cody. All fighting for Cody lately.
Yeah, if Cody's sidetracked by any kind of training that's going to take away from his arm wrestling, that's probably not a good thing.
Well, we all got our priorities,
Yeah, if he
We're
likes,
make the time for what we want to do at this moment.
for sure.
Man, that background looks good, Kev. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Who drew this? Looks like somebody drew that. I think that's pretty nice. You draw your stuff. I just paste mine on the backdrop. That's all I do. Just copy and paste, copy and paste.
Yeah, don't look bad.
I think it looks pretty decent. I can add what I want.
Right, you can have 10 more sponsors on there if you want to.
Yeah. I didn't know how big to make it, so I just kept the icons small.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, go ahead
I did get my sponsorship forms all created and made out and stuff.
Nice.
So I'm hoping that I can get I'm really hoping I can get maybe 6 sponsors at like 500 a piece. That'd be sick. And
So are you going to take those forms to like local businesses and see
yeah,
if they're interested?
yeah, I got a couple car dealerships I'm gonna hit up and stuff like that. Just local stuff. I want to try to keep it local as much as possible.
Right,
But
right.
if I gotta go
When you're
beyond
when's
our
your
local
next one? When's
When
your
it
next
is.
one?
that is the Garage Wars that I was talking to you about. That's May
Okay,
13th.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's just super matches mostly, right?
Yep, super
But-
matches, and then we'll just have like a big practice at the end or whatever. It's just some after fun. I think we're gonna have a band there and stuff. It's supposed to be like a community days where there's gonna be like stuff for the kids to do and bounce house and all kinds of stuff. Hopefully,
Gotcha.
I'm
That sounds
hoping.
like a good time.
Yeah,
Let me know. I
hoping
might call somebody out and bring Junior along. He likes running around acting wild.
Hey, that
Yeah.
dude is super cool, man.
He's way cooler than his old man. That's for sure.
Man, that he was up at payday at the payday tournament Toledo. That kid was at every he was right on the practice table with us on the sidelines, just nonstop with us. He was like the ref for us, and and he was in every picture too. It was funny.
Dude, he's wild, man. I can't even get him under control. I'll be like, hey, don't do that. And the people that are running it, they're like, yeah, just let him do it. And I'm like, whatever, man.
Yeah,
That's-
cool kid, man. That was awesome.
Does anybody know who Adam, that one guy, is?
Yeah, that's Adam from Cleveland. Adam Nail.
Oh, Adam. Sweet. Awesome. I did not know that was him.
Yeah, he has the press move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Adam. I just didn't
Yep.
know that was his YouTube handle.
Oh, yep.
Jonathan Freeman. I'm drawing a blank on that one.
He pulls up there in
Freeman,
Columbus.
Columbus.
Jonathan Freeman.
Yeah.
Jack, is that one of your guys?
Yep.
Cool.
And Anybody going down to Battlegrounds at the end of the month?
What is it?
Battlegrounds, it's down there in Western Kentucky.
This is Ohio arm wrestling.
Wow.
I'm just
Listen, we're slowly getting more events in Ohio. I'm appreciative of that. Yeah, I'm not even complaining.
Have you seen the list?
dude.
It looks good this year. It looks
insane.
good this year.
It is insane. I'm like, oh man, do we need any more events? Jeez.
I'm stoked. I think it's almost perfect. I wish I wouldn't have planned so many out of state matches. I didn't know that there was going to be this many stuff in Ohio because the last couple of years it's really been slim pickings.
Well, you know, it put a big damper on a lot of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that, you know, dried up and everybody got smart about it, you know, and then everybody's off to the races now, you know.
Yeah, it's there is a lot of tournaments going on, but that's good. That is good.
I'm appreciative of it. I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to get our date hammered down, but for some other reason I can't get the date confirmed yet, whether it be the beginning of November or towards the end, like the first week or the third week, because I'm trying to get the Legion and open bar, you know, and stuff, but I can't get it nailed down just quite yet. I think what I'm going to do is just confirm the same spot as last November, you know, and then if the Legion comes through, then have it there, obviously. But I got to get something scheduled now, so that way it's set in stone as far as a date. I hate not having a date really set for something. Christian's in the chat.
That Christian Ashby.
Yep, it's my boy. I want to see him and Tom Jones. I really think that'd be an awesome match. They pull exactly the same.
Christian's hand is super strong, man.
Yeah, those Toms. It's the exact same. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's the exact same. It's nuts. And they pull the exact same too. Oh my goodness.
Why don't you set that up for Garage Wars?
I talked to Christian about it. He said he'd be up for it. But his schedule is really weird. Like he can't pull before like 3 p.m.
I've chat with Tom before. I can message Tom.
Oh, I can message him. I got him on chat and stuff. You know, I've talked to him.
Yeah,
but
I've pulled with him at 3 other tournaments outside of Ohio. And that was the first Ohio one I've seen him at. It was my tournament. So yeah, Tom's cool.
I asked him about a match with Christian for November, the last event, the last tournament, but it was just, I think it was like 5 hours from his house and stuff, and it just, at the time it wasn't going to work out good for him, so he declined the match.
Yeah.
And then Christian broke his leg, and that was
Damn.
history with him and Travis at that point.
Right.
But I think Christian wants that match again anyway. Him and Travis. I think that's what he said.
All right, bros. I got to cruise. It's been cool hanging.
All right, man.
Nice to see you, sir.
See ya.
There, who else do we got in the chat? If you're in the chat, say hello. Say hello so we know you're here. So Arnold's is going to be a blast. I asked Leonard to get me in a room with somebody. So I'm curious who he's gonna have me bunk with. I was originally gonna go with my friend and stay at his friend's house for the few days, but I immediately called him after I talked to Leonard, and he said that my friend said that he wasn't actually going to be able to go this year. So I called Leonard right back and I said, "Hey, I can't stay with my friend's friend, so I need to get in a room." So he was like, "Cool, I'll make it happen." I was like, "Awesome."
Yeah, I usually stay out in Polaris. I know the host hotel is like right in downtown, but I don't know.
How does that work for your travel into there? Do they do like a service, like because it's so busy because of Arnold's or something like that?
I have no idea. I'll probably just get there early and find a parking garage and pay for the day. It's probably like $30 a day.
Choo!
And then, yeah, at least you know you got a spot though. But
And that's minimum 2 days.
right, yeah, it's get expensive.
I think he said Leonard said something about Thursday. He's doing something Thursday.
Yeah, because Thursday's weigh-ins and some sort of meeting, and then Friday and Saturday is the event, obviously.
Tony Stansberry is in the chat. Man, he is such a beast for so young in the sport. I think he ended up getting second right hand at your event one. That was a good showing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony's hand is huge.
Yeah, I'll be seeing him at practice this Sunday. He's got a really strong wrist, man. He actually beat Adam Sabowski for second place, I believe, right hand.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And
Tony
Adam's
was
strong.
messaging me before my event. He was like, he just so happened to see it. He was like, "Hey, what's up with this event?" I was like, "Man, you're more than welcome to come." He was like 3 hours away from my event and came, and then bam, now he's hooked. I was like, sweet.
Yeah, so we just gotta teach him how to move, man, and I think he's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me on, Billy. I gotta get off here and get my kids to bed.
All right,
Thanks,
James.
sir.
Thanks for
All right,
coming.
James.
See ya.
Nice to see everybody. Nice to meet you, Kevin.
Jonathan Freeman's also in the chat. Yep. He says hello. I haven't got to meet Jonathan. Hopefully I'll get to meet him soon. Maybe it'll be at Arnold's. Maybe he'll be there. Jeff Wilkinson's in the chat. Wilkie, what up, Jeff? I'll see him tomorrow at BAL 3. That'll be a good time. DJ Fenton's in the chat too. I don't know what that little icon is. I think it's a little.
I think it's a guy waving.
Dude, that's when you know you're old, because I can't tell what it is. It's so small on the screen. But then again, my laptop's real small. It's just a
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this Arnold's. Man, I really am. I've never had the opportunity to do something that big and be part of something that big of a scale. Even though the arm wrestling is such a small part of the festival, like it's still part of the festival, and Arnold's is huge.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes by quick because I think Saturday or Friday, it's only scheduled from like 9 to noon or maybe like 9 to 11.
Yeah.
And then Saturday for the finals is just an hour and it's done.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Leonard said there is 100 competitors.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's interesting because I had no idea who's qualified.
How do you get qualified for that?
So last year, I think there were like 2 or 3 events that qualified you. IFA Nationals, you have to place top 4, or Kentucky Muscle was the other one. You have to place top 4.
Wow.
I think Kentucky Muscle was top 3.
Top 3. Yeah, it might
Yeah,
be.
because I got 4th place and I didn't get in. I remember that very clearly.
Dang it. Come on, bro.
Because I think someone said that it was top 4, and then after I got 4th, I went up and talked to Leonard afterwards, and he was like, "Yeah, no, man, it's only top 3." I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I tried."
Wow.
Hey, Juan, how'd you like that getting out angled there, bro?
Oh man, dude, you out angled me big time.
I wasn't even
man.
trying. It just so happened to happen.
Dude,
Dude.
Palco showed you some moves when he was
yeah.
there.
Dude, did you see how Dave Shea would not let Scott get anything on that picture?
Dude.
Dude, he would
Yeah.
not let him do nothing. He was just right there, man.
Yeah.
Like that. I was like, will you just turn this way?
Hey,
It would
but
not let him
honestly,
do
with
nothing.
Dave Shea, it doesn't matter what angle that guy's at,
No.
man. It's just woo. That's a
Yeah.
big dude.
Not many people out angling Dave Shea. That's for sure.
Right.
No. I remember seeing him for the first time up at Michigan State last year, Kev. And I was like, holy crap, that's a big human.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. I remember nudging the wife. I said, look at this guy. She
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
holy crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for some reason, talking about Dave Shea just reminded me of the Richard Lubke's. What about that match with Chance Shaw?
Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw
that's gonna
that.
be
I was
interesting.
like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
We don't know what shape Richard Lupsky's is in.
Yeah. Oh, no idea.
You know, he
Because I
doesn't
know
do media, right?
he ended up getting COVID sometime last year, and I thought he had it pretty bad. So we'll see how he came back from it. But
I
according to
wonder
Michael,
if he was like coerced into doing the match, or if he was like asking, to get involved with something. You know what I mean? Like, did somebody have to beg him to do it, or is it like, hey, yeah, I wouldn't mind jumping on the table again?
yeah, according to Michael, it sounded like Richard called him and asked if he could be a part of the show.
Wow.
So if that's the case,
That's
you would
promising.
think you would think he's feeling pretty good
Yeah.
to make a statement like that. So
He's what, 65, 66 years old?
yeah, something like that.
Holy moly. Jeez. But then you got Norm Devio. He's over 70.
I think he's in his 80s. Yeah.
Wow.
I think he's the oldest active arm wrestler right now.
Yeah, and his arms are twice the size of mine.
Oh, they're insane. They're vascular as heck too.
Yeah, with the ladies like a vascular man.
Yeah. I don't think I see a more vascular arm on a human, let alone an 80-year-old person.
I got to get out of here. I have to go get ready for work and all that stuff. But you guys have a good night. Billy, thank you for hosting, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks
See
for
you,
coming on.
See you.
Yeah, Billy, man, you're just doing awesome things for this sport. This podcast, you're rough now. You got the Arnolds coming up.
Man, I'm trying to do good things.
And I'm happy for you, dude. That's so cool, man.
Johnny Jarrett
Yeah.
says, let's get some trash talking. Who wins right hand, Billy versus Jack? Man, I don't even want to answer that. Because it's me. Because it's me. My arm is not going negative.
Hey, you got this, man.
Having pulled
Oh.
both of you, I think Jack crushes you, Billy.
Oh,
It's a good possibility.
God, I have no idea.
Good possibility. Unless I take his hand with me on my side of the table. The Drew 24 is here. He is my moderator. What up, Drew? I've yet to be able to pull Jack. I've yet to be able to pull. Let me see. I got to pull Mike, Richard, Travis. He whooped me in the hook. I'd like to see if I can get Travis's hand. I'm still curious on that. He turned me in, but I think it was a bad setup on my part. I should have went to straps, but oh well. It is what it is. But then again, he could just be totally stronger than me. Yeah, Jack's 13,
And where you at now, Billy?
7. But Jack wasn't able to go to the event. I my whole second place that I got, it was really dependent on the brackets. Trust me, it was. Because Travis and Johnny Yanofsky had a pretty big match second round, and I think that took a lot out of Travis, and I kind of spent him a little bit more because my second and third and fourth rounds, there was all flash pins for the most part. I just hit hands and they went down fairly easy for me. And then I got into that somewhat of a war. It was definitely a war with Drew. That was a fun match, but I don't know. I got a lot of training left to do. But yeah, Arnold's is going to be fun. BAL3 tomorrow. That'll be a good time.
Yeah, man. BAL, I wanted to make that trip. John talked to me a little bit about that, and I worked like 70 hours this week. I didn't have time to do nothing. It's like I got a phone call from John about it, and we talked a little bit about it, and I said, man, I wish I could make that trip. But there I got a few things lined up, and I'm not going to announce anything yet. But I got some special stuff coming later on this year. And I'm not sure when I'm going to announce it.
So Zombie Fest, this Zombie Fest thing that Jack just posted to East Ohio Arm Wrestling, that's like in the evening after Arnold's?
Yeah,
Well,
that's what
did you-
it sounded like. Saturday night after all the competition's over. That's what I'm
Cool.
thinking.
Well,
Are
Zombie
you gonna
Fest
go to
was that was a 3-day event, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, because the actual event got canceled.
Yeah.
And so many people still had their hotel, their flights. So everybody just decided hey, we're going to arm wrestle for 3 days anyway.
So they're going to do Zombie Fest too?
Well, yes. It's not technically a zombie fest though, because it's not
Right.
like
Right.
a COVID related thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's going to be more of just practice after the event. But
Can you guys hear me?
Tracy, we can hear you.
What's up, guys? I don't got any video right now, but
Oh,
just got audio. Yeah, I know.
slacker.
I know. I need to get a webcam. I was gonna join on my phone, but my speakers broke. So
birthday boy tomorrow. That's the
Yeah.
present webcam.
yes, sir, dude. Fucking 26, man.
Nice. There you go.
Holy shit.
Yep. 26. I'm gonna be arm wrestling for my birthday, so
Yay. That's the best way to celebrate.
I'm excited.
Now save some of that arm for Sunday.
Kevin, are you gonna go to that Zombie Fest thing?
We will. I'll be down there anyway. So I think originally, because I'm going down with Morgan, I think we planned on leaving Saturday evening. So maybe we'll hit the practice up and then head back home.
Yeah.
Did he post a time yet about what time it would be?
5
The Toledo practice.
No, it's the Zombie Fest. practice or whatever after Arnold's.
Oh,
Yes.
I think we're gonna be filthy animals deep there.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Is
be
it-
wearing
Sure.
a bad
is it
boy.
in Columbus?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do I get the details on that? Because I'll be in Columbus on Sunday with my brother.
No,
Oh,
this
you
is
just
till March, Tracy.
Oh, whoops.
This will
March
be
3rd and 4th.
5th.
Oh,
just-
after the classic. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
oh,
Yeah, he
man.
just posted that.
I don't know if I missed you guys talking about it, but what about that? Richard Lupke's coming back, man.
Yeah, we just briefly mentioned it, but that's
Dude, that
awesome.
is
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
all right. Just hypothetically, let's talk about this for a second. Hypothetically, Richard is, what, 80% of what he was, a few years back, right? And he's 100% now. Like he's feeling good, but he's still technically 80% of what he was, right? Does Chance have a chance at that 80% of Richard?
I think so. I think Chance will win 3-0, honestly. But because if you watch Richard's last match against Ryan Espy, I think Chance does pretty much the same thing and wins 3-0.
When did he face Ryan Estes?
It was either 2 years ago, maybe, but that was Richard's last super match.
You know what we need to do? We need to be able to watch playback video on this to where I can bring something up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
sure there's a way you can do that.
I'm sure there is too, but the problem is my webcam that I have, it only lets me use my face in like this little tiny circle. So I'm like this, hello, and it doesn't let me do any of this. So I have to use my phone or the camera to do this.
Yeah.
So the YouTube, it's not actually being broadcast from the computer. It's just from my phone. You get it? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm new to it. I'll figure it out though.
Sounds like is that do you need better equipment for that, or
I think I gotta get an upgraded camera, because this camera is the one that I have.
Yeah.
And this is actually just one that my son had for his video game stuff. So I just gotta get an upgraded webcam, USB webcam, and I think it should be okay.
I'm sure that guy will sponsor you again to upgrade your equipment, man.
Man, I tell you what, I'm really hoping I can get these sponsorships locked in. I got all my stuff printed out today. I sent some stuff to Kevin and asked his opinion on it. Seemed like the language was okay.
Can I check it out? Can you send it to me?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have theirs. I'll take a picture of it here in a little bit.
Okay.
It all looks professional to me. I mean, you had the like the watermark and stuff.
Yeah, I ended up not doing such a watermark. I moved them. I made them more vibrant, like an actual, color, label or whatever you want to call it. And then I moved them out of the way. The watermark thing, it just looked green no matter what I did. Everything looked green on the watermark. So I was irritated with it. So I fixed it. changed it around and stuff. But I don't know. I'm really hoping this works out. I really am.
There'll be somebody.
I'm hoping I can get 5 or 6 businesses to sponsor $500. That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
Well, who do you got so far?
No one.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the church? I thought you guys were. I thought they were sponsoring you every single time.
No. This is for Garage Wars.
Oh, gotcha.
This is just for Garage Wars.
But isn't that aren't those super matches? Isn't that between the pullers?
Yeah.
Are you sponsoring their matches?
No. They are any type of betting or anything like that. They have to get themselves to the event, and they, whatever you guys want to bet, and it's $20 to pull the event, and then if you have 2 super matches, it's $30. So what it is, it's technically our first fundraiser for the club. So this will be our first money-making adventure as far as our club goes. We didn't make anything except for, well, we didn't, the Kiwanis, they sponsored our 2 legacy tables that we have coming from the November event, but that's, all that money went to the Kiwanis for the community needs and stuff. So, this Garage Wars is going to be the first money-making event for East Ohio Arm Wrestling.
We did a gun raffle for the Filthy Animals Arm Wrestling Club, and it started off really well. Had 100 tickets at $20 a piece. We did a Sig Sawyer P365, and I was surprised on how many people were into gun raffles. I didn't know anything about it, and I told the guy, I said, "Man, this is like a gamble." I said, "Are you sure people do?" And he goes, "Juan, everybody buys a gun raffle ticket. Everybody's into it."
Well, it's a chance to win a $600 gun for $50 or something. You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
like-
Sure. So I, like I said, I started off really good with it. And so there's 10 tickets in each book, and I got 10 books. I sold 40 tickets in 5 days, and I passed out the rest. Yeah, I passed out the rest of my tickets, and I only had to sell 3 books to pay for the gun, and the rest went all to my event. And I unfortunately I didn't get them all sold by the event, but it was it's a profit for the club. It was about 12 and change.
Awesome.
So if you, Billy, that might want to be a route that you go, but it's you need help doing it. I mean, you need help. You need people to help you push those tickets because it's tough.
Well, we got a pretty big, group of guys in our club.
So
But
so
where do you get those tickets and stuff?
Okay, so the ticket, the books cost me $50.
Okay.
So that's, and it took, so the books cost, the books cost $32 plus shipping, and the shipping was the rest. So, the idea was to do the gun as the overall winner award at my event. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. We had these chains coming. So, what I did is I did it for the event to
make the
to
money.
get more stuff for it. Yeah. And like I said, it's sold beautifully. I thought I was gonna get rid of everything in the first like few weeks. Dude, I still have like 20 tickets I still gotta sell.
So you didn't draw a winner for it yet?
Now I have not drawn a winner for it yet. No.
See, now that's what you should have did at the event. Should have drew that.
Dude, I was so busy. I mean, literally, at the event, I'm glad everybody had a good time at the event because I was running around with my head cut off, and I literally had WTO all there, the Blade, 13 Action News. Everybody wanted to talk, and I'm trying to talk to everybody. Tim's trying to do the announcements, with the ref calling off, with my announcer calling off, with everything happening last minute. Dude, I was just trying to make that event work. And
Fine. Everything
and I'm yes, I'm like I said, I'm grateful for that working out the way it did. But God, that morning, dude, two of my sponsors are arguing with each other. It was just like to start the day off, and then Christina called me and said that she couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it did not start off very well.
I'll tell you what though, man, for my first tournament, like ever, you know what I mean? That was like the coolest tournament to go to, I would think. You know what I mean? Like it was set up so cool. Like, I don't know, man. I had a great time there. It was a good setup.
And
Tracy,
I'm glad. That's what
you
I'm saying. I'm happy that everybody had a good time. And Palco showed up, man. Palco showed up and
Oh,
he
yeah.
showed out, you know?
Yep.
So he kicked ass, and that tournament was for the competitors. That was for Palco and Hanowski. Those were the stars that night. I mean, having Michael Todd there, that was just the icing on the cake. Okay, so I had a few people message me and tell me that they weren't happy that he showed up, and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I seen that.
So
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah,
That's not your fault. I mean, they could be mad at him.
yeah. And it is what it is. You know, I said as competitors, I said a lot of people were happy that he showed up. I turned into a little kid when he showed up. I mean, I was happy that he showed up. And for the longest, he kept messaging me and telling me, "Hey, I'm thinking about going to your tournament. I'm thinking about going to David Owens." And I just I wasn't sure that he was coming or not. And I only told a few select that he was coming, and I said he might not come. So if you go, you might have a chance at Michael Todd. But I didn't tell everybody. I told a few select people. Yeah, I mean, he ended up showing up, and I was happy about it. So
Yeah, he said in his video that I watched here recently that the reason why he turned down the other tournament to go to yours was because of your guys' medals and trophies and everything. Like specifically for that reason. He said they were too cool to pass up.
Yeah, and they are.
They are, man.
I'm happy with them. Like I got one right in front of me actually. So I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Are you going to stick with the chains for your overalls? Or are you going to keep on that, or are you going to do something different?
So I think the chains, yes, I am going to stick with those. I think I want to do different colors. So these were gold, right? So I want to do an all black one.
Ooh.
And an all red one. I have to look more into it, but I was pretty sure I had the option for that. And then the plaques, I am going to stick with the plaques, but I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do plaque still, but only first place is going to get the plaque. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get these plaques now.
Yeah.
So the chains, we're going to keep the chains for overall.
Plaques
We're going
for
to keep,
first.
yep, plaques for first place, and then second and third. I want to do something different.
Just do ribbons and medals. Be
Yeah.
done with
Yeah.
ribbons
Yeah.
and medals. You could do custom medals on some ribbon.
Yeah.
Either custom.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be something simple, but you can do something fancy with it.
And then me and Hanowski and me and Palco, we were all talking. Bartwood was there. We were talking about how we did the banners for I did the banners for the competitors, and so it was kind of last minute. They asked if Palco and Hanowski, if they could fight for that banner, or if we all did a raffle for the banner, which that was a good idea.
Yeah.
And I didn't plan on giving it away. It didn't even cross my mind until Palco said something about it. And I'm like, that's a good idea. So the whole idea behind that was to get each competitor on a banner. And once I started doing the math on it, I was like, man, I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, maybe later on down the road, for sure, I'll be able to do it. But this event, just being able to get those banners and get all the cool awards, that was a big chunk of change, man. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So,
exactly why I'm trying to get some sponsorships.
yeah. I cashed people out after that event. I probably paid out $3,000.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. That was after the event. I cashed people out after the refs got paid, the competitor got paid, Bob got paid, the plaques got paid off, the banners were paid off.
It's not cheap running these things.
I didn't think, I thought I would have more money to go into the next event, and it's not the number that I was thinking of, man.
No.
So.
Well, it's just a learning lesson. You're going to know now.
For sure. Yeah.
You either got to spend less or get more people.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And that's tough, to make that decision, to not bring in such big names, but on the other hand too, like, now people know you put on a good tournament. Whether or not there is big names there or not, they're going to get a good tournament out of one. So
for sure,
people are still going to come for your good event, whether or not there is, other high level pullers that are showing.
And I'll tell you right now, I didn't pay for Michael Todd to be there. I simply messaged him and showed him my awards. That's all I did.
Yeah. I didn't think you did.
No, that guy, you know how much he wanted to be there? He wanted $5,000 to be guaranteed to be at your event. And I said, listen, hey, I am a small time promoter.
Yep.
And I told him, I said, I work in a factory, dude. I said, I don't have $5,000. I don't have $5,000. So I said, either you come or you don't. I said, regardless, I will have these awards, and that's it. I mean,
that's the way to do it. You lucked out this time. He came, it's cool,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it was that was epic that he showed up. I like I said, I turned into a little kid when I saw the guy. So I mean, it was awesome.
Let's see here.
Did you guys see the Rich Calero Tim Lewis super match coming up?
What can I ask? How many times have they faced each other? Is that like part 5?
Yeah, I don't know. They said I think it's part 3 now. Or
Yeah, I think that this is the third time. I guess now.
I guess it's $800 total, but $400 a piece.
We were
for the
trying
match.
to get it for Garage Wars, but Richard was gonna be a little lighter than what Tim was looking to be at that point in May. So
Okay.
it was better that they pulled earlier, so that way Rich didn't have to be 15 pounds lighter than Tim whenever they pulled.
Yeah.
Because May 13th is 2 weeks prior to Michigan State's.
Ooh.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited for all of it, man.
You still need to get me a picture for your
Yeah. Yep.
for your
Yep. Yep.
it
Yes,
does
sir.
not show Tracy on the live stream. It just
What?
it
It's
just
all
shows-
right. You can't even see my
just
face
that
anyway. So I'll get better prepared next time, guys.
I thought it would show the black box with the little icon, but it doesn't do it.
Yeah, I'll have a webcam next time for it if we do this again.
Well, don't get one that's Uzano because it literally only lets you have like a little circle like this. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see if there's anything going on. Kevin said, "I'm out, boys. Enjoy the
All
rest
right.
of the show." Kevin, yeah, it was a while ago, I guess. It's hanging up in my room now. Oh, that he's talking about the banner. Nice. Let's see here. Lawrence says he's serious about winning 100 awards this year. Well, yeah. He was pumped about the awards. Rock'em Sock'em Metro. Too bad we can't see wands. Not sure what that means.
Rock'em Sock'em is connected.
It said, too bad we can't see wands. I think
But
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
It's from Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's John Minier. He's one of my sponsors. That guy, oh man, Billy, he's been so good to me. Him and Palco talked for the longest. So I don't know how long you stayed at dinner that night, but him and Palco talked, and they just, oh man, they had good talk. Like Palco was telling me, he was like, "Man, I don't know where you found that guy, man," but he goes, "We need more people like him." And I said, for sure." John is he is a spectator, but he's also a business owner, and he's been to many events. And he knows the arm wrestling community and all that. And he's been working with me he helped me a lot with my event. And I appreciate John so much, for real. Like I can't say enough good stuff about him.
I need to get a long lasting sponsor, like to where I just keep them on, and they're just a rolling sponsor of East Ohio Arm Wrestling.
Sure. Yeah. Like John, for instance, like he bought, I want to say he bought like 2 books for me. He bought like 2 books from the gun raffle. He sponsored me. He paid for the majority of the awards.
Wow.
I like I said, and then the ideas that John has is just it's. Hey, I can't wait to do the next event because I'm more prepared for it. And with the ideas that me and John got, it's going to be phenomenal. I think it's going to go better, smoother. All these small little mistakes that happened.
That's gonna happen no matter what. You're gonna have those little.
And yeah, I agree. But I just I'm so much more prepared for it now. Like, ooh, man. So yeah, it's
John just messaged in the chat. He said, "I may have bought a table yesterday." Juan.
who did?
Rock'em Sock'em John.
Oh, he bought a table. Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting my first one. Mike Ennis knows a guy that makes tables, I guess, and I'm getting a custom table.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
pretty excited about that. So I have something to start training with a little bit more instead of just pulling a band on my wall. You know what I mean?
Well, don't stop doing that. You
Uh,
gotta cover it.
I've been working on it, man. I've been trying to get strong and get ready for my next amateur tournament, man. I got one win and I'm looking to get two, or, always improve is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, get another win in amateur, and then start dabbling in the pro.
Well, I didn't win a class. I just won one match. You know what I mean? So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, I haven't won an actual class yet. I just won one match so far.
Yeah, that's how it starts, man.
It's different, man. The feeling that I got coming off of that win was it was wild, man.
That's how it starts.
You get that adrenaline.
Oh my gosh. It's like it's just the feeling from it was so like it's such an adrenaline dump. I don't know. I can't even explain it. I didn't even know I won. You know what I mean? It was just so much at once.
Hey, not to get off the subject or anything, Billy, did you do the training for the brackets with Corey Miller?
No, not yet. I am waiting to get my income tax, and then as soon as that comes, I'm going to buy it and then do the training and learn.
So
about it.
it was me, Marshall, and I forget the other guy's name, but we were like literally. I've been on three. Well, not three. I've been on two Zooms today. This one and that one with Marshall and Corey Miller. And then right after that, he had that Zoom with Craig Sobier. So, but all it is the training for it. It's all Excel. Like if you're familiar with Excel,
yeah,
it's a piece of cake. He's just explaining what keys to hit, and it's self-explanatory. I mean, you don't even need the training. If you're familiar with Excel, then you got it.
Yeah, I should. But I'm obviously going to get it and learn as much as I can. But
for sure,
like I said before, man, my goal is to have one laptop per table.
Oh wow,
that's what I want. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's what I want to have happen. So I got 2 tables. I want 2 laptops. If I got 3 tables, 3 laptops.
So that's what me and John were talking about. We were talking about getting the equipment with this event money, doing instant. We want to do replays, like so if something happens, like where Mike Ennis was talking about his match with Monster Todd, where he thought it was a controversial call. We want that replay. And no, I'm not saying anything bad. Okay.
Let me. I had this idea. it is referees. They have cameras built onto their glasses. They're safety glasses. If they wear no glasses, you know what I mean? You just put these glasses on and they got little cameras on them. So you have field, what they're looking at is what you're seeing through the camera.
Okay.
Use that. That's your best vantage point of anything. You know what I mean? You're going to get the better view of everything if you use the camera off of your referee's face.
For sure.
Because if you got something pointing up here down, you're not getting the right angle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're right.
saying?
Yeah.
And if the referee is in the correct position, you're not going to see the right spot because he's going to be in the way of the camera. Because, if it's a right-handed match, he's to stand on the left in line with in line with the elbows.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's just some of the ideas that me and John were talking about. And like I said, I knew we weren't going to get it by the time of this event. For the following event, we might have it.
That'd be sick.
But see, now he told me there's different levels of having it. Like for instance, like how you're going through with your camera view right now with the zoom, and there's better ways to do it. There's more advanced ways to do it. He was telling me that, yeah, we can get it at this price, but that's like the lower end. And do I want lower end stuff? Like, I don't know. I might wait. We might wait to do it.
He said in the chat, John already said, we already have the instant replay locked for the next event one. We got it figured out.
Hey, that's my dude.
You heard it here.
That's my dude. Yeah. Yeah, John, like I said, that guy, man, he's got so many good ideas. I was blessed to find him for real. Like he is.
My thought also was like putting a TV right on the other side of your person on the microphone that is doing your brackets. Just have a big screen TV just right on the other side of them.
Well, so it's showing who's up or who's winning.
Yeah,
kind of like how they do in wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. And that would work out good for, like, if you were to have your event at the same venue. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot of walls that you could put the screen up or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you could just put a big, like a 55-inch TV right on the other side of the computer.
And see, yeah, we talked about that.
Put a cord right into it.
We talked about, let's just say Tim Lewis did it again as our announcer and as our bracket guy. We would have him right where the tripods were in front of the stage. Okay. So he would be there. He would be roped off. There might even be another person sitting there with him. But the way it was set up, I mean, there's so many little things that we wrote down, and I'm a lot more prepared for it now. Like, I'm excited. So
now that you say that, Tim being in the down in front, you could just get a longer cord and just set up a TV or whatever. Yeah, I mean, whatever. But I like the idea of having a auxiliary screen to where somebody can just look at the brackets instead of having to really listen to the announcer. I mean, it's good to listen to the announcer, yes, but with all the commotion and everything going on, it's easy to get jumbled up.
Yep.
Like for those big tournaments, like the Worlds and all that stuff, everything's up on those screens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything's up on those screens. You better pay attention to those screens because that's how you know if you're up.
For sure. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So the idea from that too, like we had the idea for a projector screen. So the projector screen is actually in the backdrop where the arm wrestlers were. Our backdrop was actually covering the projector screen. And originally that was going to be how the brackets were displayed. We didn't do that because obviously we wanted to do promotion and we wanted our logo back there. But I did the projector screen originally and it didn't look right. It didn't look right. And we already knew we had bad lighting. He tried to soup up the lighting, Jason did, and then John came in and he put up more lighting around there. It was just little stuff that we didn't think of to do. And like John was all over it. Like I said, I can't tell you enough good stuff about John. John just, I mean, for real. And I like it because he's looking at it from a spectator point of view. And like I said, I don't recall the whole entire conversation with him and Pelko, but you know, Pelko was just saying he's got amazing ideas. He's just a great guy to have around.
Did you hear what Kevin and I was talking about?
No, what were you guys talking about?
East versus West Ohio.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
No, I didn't. What's the plans for that?
It was just an idea. So,
well, you know, this Ohio State championship thing is just an idea too.
No, what I'm talking is like something in like 24, the summer of 24, like on a Sunday afternoon. You get everybody together, say in like Mount Vernon or somewhere in that east of Columbus, right there. You just draw a line up one of those routes. If you're east of that route, you're on the East Ohio. If you're on the west side of it, you're on the west side, you know? And then we do like, you know, like $20 buy-in, right? And we do either a tournament or super matches, like the best, like the West brings 5 of their best 242 plus, you know, and the East brings their 5 best 242 plus. And then those 5 V5 go against each other. Whoever gets more points, say you get a point for a pin, you know, or whatever, a point for a win, you know, whoever gets more points, it goes into your total, you know, and then whoever wins out of, you know, each side, East versus West, you know, so whoever wins the total points, you know, they win the cash. So all the money that the West brought in, East would win, and so forth if it was the other way. So theoretically, you could just, you know, leave with $40 instead of 20. But
yeah,
I mean, it's just an idea. That's all it was.
That's cool, man. Like, hey, I mean, keep thinking of them, man. I mean, pretty soon we'll make all this reality, and we'll have East versus West Ohio qualifier tournaments. I mean,
good ideas, but I'm like okay being the idea guy, but man, when it comes to actually making everything work, that's where
right. Yeah.
It's just so much work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is so much work. Like just scheduling just my events. I got the Garage Wars and the Pottery Festival and the East Ohio tournament in November. Just doing those alone has already got me super busy. What are you gonna do? You know? And then on top of all that, you got all the reffing and stuff. That's keeping me busy.
I do not have another event scheduled at the moment. But like I said, I was talking with some people after the fact, after the event. I probably didn't leave the event till 8:30ish. I got home at 9. I before I left, I sat and talked with a few people, and they got really good ideas, man. But I told them about the Ohio schedule, and they said we might have to move.
Your event?
Well, if we do a second one, yeah, we might have to take it somewhere else. And
You think
that's
we size?
size, the way the events are all going, the way there's not
Well, you're more than welcome to come east. We need more
right
events
and
east.
and that's what they're proposing. They're proposing for me to move, just to move the event somewhere else. And like I said, I don't want to talk too much about it because it's not. It's just in the air right now. So
Yeah.
you know, so
I mean, it's kind of like mine. I mean, like I was thankful, that I had a spot to have our tournament,
yeah,
but
yep,
not necessarily if there's money involved, I don't 100% necessarily feel comfortable having it at a church
sure.
just for that fact. But, I was definitely appreciative and thankful that we had a spot to have it and it worked out good, but
Billy, your event was, hey, your event turned out really, really well. Like everything you're doing, Billy, you're hitting spot on, dude.
I definitely want to get better with the signage. Like your signage was awesome. I want to definitely improve on our signage. We had a 4x4 banner, and I'm appreciative of that. My pastor actually sponsored that
Yeah.
small banner, and we did that on volunteer and everything. That was just everybody just come together and made that happen.
And I'll be honest with you, our banners were okay.
I thought they were great.
They're okay. There's better ones, man. You can get better ones. And if you're thinking saving money, I mean, I saw flaws in them that I didn't like, and we could have got them better for the same price. So shop around, look around.
Well,
And
it takes this. I got to get this first.
well, yeah, no, and I agree. But those banners
Okay.
I paid for out of pocket. So, I mean, up to the event, I used a lot of my sponsor money right away.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well-
I know.
I just got to get on the pavement, get these sponsorships letters out and try to rake in some dough, and then as soon as I can get, because I'm going to do like you did with the Velcro on the
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
the final banners, and that way I can just reuse that same banner.
Yes,
I'm
that is
definitely going to do that.
that was a really good idea, and I like that idea for those banners. But I mean, yeah, that's a really good idea. And then so my idea behind that is that so I put everybody on that supporter, and then the next time it's going to be a charge of $25 to have your club put on there. So if I invite you guys and I say, hey, I have your logo, would you like to be a sponsor for $25, I could put your logo up there.
Yep.
So that would be part of your guys' sponsorship. It's just ideas. And you could charge whatever you want, 25, 35, 45, 55 bucks,
Yeah.
whatever. So anything to help the club, anything to help the event go better. Yeah, I don't know. We were just trying to come up with more ideas on how to use the banners, how to utilize the money, everything. So
Yeah. I mean, that was my first big event. This is your first big event. I mean,
Yep.
we're cruising now. We'll
sure.
get there.
for sure.
We'll get there for sure. But I don't know. Let's take a look at the chat. I'm about done, I think.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm tired.
Let's see here. Rock'em Sock'em said Billy is legit just reading off my list for what we are doing next event. That's funny. Sounds like Palco's Family Feud idea. East versus West. Yeah. Top 3 guys, all weight classes. Arm wrestling game show. Clash of the States. PA versus Ohio. That'd be fun.
I'm just
Yeah.
excited for all the events. Like somebody posted it the other day, just like all the events that are going on in Ohio. And I'm so jazzed up that, for a whole year, I'm gonna have all these events to go to.
There's literally one almost
every month. Every
Yeah.
single month.
Like the Buckeye Brawl next month. I'm so excited to I got a gym membership. Like I've been really working hard and I'm just so excited to compete in all these tournaments, man. Like,
So I'll be there. Me and Valmer will be there. We are not competing in it, but we'll be there. And a lot of our club members are going to be there competing in that event. So we're there for support.
I'll be your reffing.
Cool.
Tony Stansbury said the Polars pull poker chips out of a hat like street outlaws.
he is strong, man. He is unbelievably strong.
And then John Rock'em Sock'em said, just don't use red lighting for the stage.
Yeah.
I think you can use whatever lighting you want on any stage, but you have to have a bright white light right over each table.
Yeah.
So John's whole thing was, and I agree, after watching the video on all of it, it was for the streaming part. Like you want to think about that part. Like I told you, John's a spectator. So
Yeah.
he sees a lot more stuff that we don't see. And he was thinking more of streaming it. Like if you're streaming this event and these red lights are down, it looks shitty on the stream, man. So I mean, you got to have the lighting is important. The lenses are important. I mean, there's several aspects to the environment that are important. So, and towards the end, I wasn't thinking about that. I thought our lighting was okay. And when John pointed it out, I said, man, I didn't think about it.
I thought it personally, as long as I could see what happens on the video, that's cool with me. But I'm more towards the competing aspect of it, not the viewing aspect.
Yeah, no, and we all are. So I mean,
it is good to have that other point of view for sure.
Yep.
As we want to make it entertaining. Not that tournaments necessarily are entertaining to watch, because they're not necessarily entertaining, but
and they're not.
It is nice to be able to see, if you are live streaming it, but
yeah,
it's cool though. Tony Stansbury, yeah, that's the poker chip thing. And then, yeah, so we're all caught up on the chat. Guys, I appreciate you.
Cool.
coming on. I'm toast. I got to get
Me
up.
too,
early.
buddy.
I got to drive
Me
all the way
too.
to Pittsburgh. So,
Thanks for
Man.
the invite, Billy. I appreciate it.
yeah, I got to find an easier way to invite people.
So, real quick, how did I get on? Because you sent me the first link and it didn't work.
I text you this link. Didn't I text it to you?
Yep, that's right. And remember, that's what you said what happened last time.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it necessarily is that way even with the Zoom also. I'm not sure.
You-
Like
you-
I know, I
If
know
it's on
for-
cell phone, you have to copy the browser link because some links on your cell phone won't support Zoom. So if you like, because like when I got on Facebook and clicked your invite link, it said like right at the bottom, like, hey, your phone browser might not support it. Open it on another browser.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it could be a browser issue.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, thanks for having me on too, man. It was really cool.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man. I appreciate
Hopefully-
it very much, Billy.
Hopefully we'll get a bunch of people on next time too. I'd like to do this at least maybe once a month, maybe twice a month if I can, you know,
That'd
get,
be really cool.
get all of you know, as many Ohio people on as we can. I think we maxed out at like 6 at one time.
Nice.
I think we might have had 7.
Yeah.
Well, people on the screens, you know. I think we
Yeah.
had like 15 or 16 concurrent watchers during, but
Yeah,
That's-
that's cool.
all right, guys, you have a great night.
All right, buddy.
man.
Have a good one.
Later, guys.